What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Hojo Show with your boy Howard. What's going on, y'all? So tonight, I planned on doing a live stream with this so that we can react to this hot ass mess together. But since I'm having issues with all that, I'm a regular recorder right now, and by the time y'all get up in the morning, it'll be uploaded. All right. So this video that we're doing today is going to be pertaining to an interview that the Braxton's niece, Ashley Braxton, done. Ashley Braxton is sitting on a podcast with a lady by the name of Neema. It's spelled Neema. And they had a very deep one-on-one conversation pertaining to everything that's been going on with Ashley and the Braxtons. And it is kind of earth-shattering, if you want to call it, because there are some things that she is disclosing that I never even thought to think. It's gonna be a little heavy, but we finna go through this together, baby. All right. Like I always say, if you're new here, kick off your shoes, get comfortable because we're family. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also, make sure you have your notifications turned on so you can be notified whenever I drop another banger like this. And without further ado, y'all ready? Let's get it.
Yes, I'm hurt, yes, I'm jaded. Most of the things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you chase.
As y'all know, we have all been discussing this whole crazy situation with Ashley Braxton, which is the niece of the Braxtons, sisters, and she has still not yet disclosed exactly who the sister was that cut her off behind suspecting some tea with her husband at the present moment. But everybody's kind of, I guess, coming to the conclusion since she liked this comment the other day saying that it's Trina and Gabe. If that is the case, like I already said, it's unfortunate. And Trina, you really owe a public apology because you've been fronting and stunting, and you could have been help heal this situation with her. So that's just tired to me. I don't care. That's just tired. But this lady that she's sitting with doing a podcast interview with goes by the name of Neema. That's Neema. Neema asked some very good questions, and I will say that Ashley did not hold anything back, and it don't seem like she's trying to be wicked with it either. She's just telling her truth. So I'm gonna give y'all the pointers that I got from the video, and we're gonna play some of the video as well. And just brace yourself. Okay, just brace y'allself. So things that I did not know about this whole situation is I had no clue, and this is all coming from Ashley Braxton. I had no clue that her mom and her dad got married, right? Then they got a divorce. When they got the divorce, her mom basically gave her and her sister to her dad and signed everything over to him, and even went as far as to removing her name from the birth certificate. I just can't even believe that. Like, what kind of mother does that? But it seems that as if the mother just wanted to go and live her life and be done with him, Michael Jr., and anything connected to him, even if that's her own damn children. Okay, because that's what she did. Not only that, what's even more crazy is that this lady went on to live her life and actually had more kids and started living her life with them as a family and excluding Ashley and her sister Lauren as if they never existed. That is wild as hell to me, because who in the goddamn hell do some shit? This sounds like some shit off Lifetime. I don't understand it. I would never understand that. And then what's even crazy about that is this lady gave her former husband, Michael Jr., rights over to them. Michael Jr. ends up getting married to another woman, and that woman, which is the stepmom, is who ended up putting her name on the birth certificate. Like, what? Yes, pretty much more so in the beginning. Ashley stated that not only was her stepmother verbally and physically abusive to her and her sister during the course of this time, but she also alleges that her father, Michael Jr., was also very verbally and physically abusive with her and her sister as well. She also stated that the dynamic in the home wasn't right, and she knew it wasn't right, which is why she always sought help from the church, therapy, as well as counseling, because she knew that it wasn't supposed to be happening, but also wanted to understand, why is this happening to me? My heart just goes out to her. It's crazy to me. But I want y'all to listen to some of this footage so y'all can kind of get the full rim of even where it blew my mind at, because you hearing it from her. So let's check out the beginning of the footage. I have sped it up so it wouldn't be so long, but we fit to break this down because this is a goddamn massacre.
Knew very on from a young age that what was happening in my house was just not okay. The dynamic was not right. I always would seek out help. I mean, would talk to counselors. I went to church, or I would speak to people at church, and I acted out also because I just knew that this life that I was living, it was like, why is this happening to me, to us?
Y'all hear what she just said? She didn't even understand, like, why is this happening? And the fact that she was that young and already knew that she was not in a great environment, even though it was family and she had to get gone, that says a whole lot. Because how the hell you got a child of yours, a daughter of yours, feeling so low and put in such a terrible place that a child shouldn't be, or a young teenager or young adult should be, that they don't want no parts, so they get the hell out the country. That says a lot. It had to been really bad for it to get to that point for this lady to leave the country. Next, we're going to hear Nima questions her about her sister, which is Lauren, and exactly how it affected her as well. But before I play this, remember Tracy took losing Lauren the hardest because Lauren was like a daughter to her. But I never knew it was anything pertaining to what this girl's about to say. I didn't know anything like that. But let's listen real closely.
And how about your sister? How she overcome it, your sister?
She got into drugs and she passed away, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She was sick?
No, we could say that she was sick in the mind because whenever anyone goes through any sort of abuse, you do become sick. But no, she overdosed.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
You mean to tell me that Michael inflicted so much trauma, abuse on your daughters, but we speaking about Lauren right now, on your daughter? Well, we can actually say daughters, because it was so bad the way you treated your own daughters. One of them had to leave the country, and the other one ended up struggling and having an addiction to drugs. And not only that, but she also ended up overdosing because of the struggle she dealt with. Y'all do realize that this means, Michael Jr., you played a part in why your daughter is not here because of your actions towards your children. Your daughter went and turned to drugs that ended up unaliving her in an overdose in the end. You should feel like a piece of shit, Michael Jr. This is crazy. This is horrible. I honestly never would have thought I had even heard anything like this pertaining to you, Michael Jr., because you had me fooled. All this time I'm thinking that if ain't nobody else smart enough to stay out the way and be on chill mode and take the back burner with all the shit that be going on with them Braxton sisters, I'm thinking he was the one that knew how to play the game and played it smart. But really, truly, he knew how to play the game and make it look good and look like he's innocent, when all along he was really a low down piece of work. And he ain't no different from them sisters, okay? And you hear she's telling her that she was sick because that addiction is considered sick. She wasn't right. I don't think we heard that was an overdose. Y'all tell me if y'all did. I don't remember hearing that. That is crazy as hell.
So you were like only two, you and your sister?
No, and then I have two half brothers.
You have a half brother
too.
From your stepmother?
Yes, from my
Are
stepmother.
you in a good relationship with your stepbrothers?
With one of them I am, which is him for the first time in a long time. He came to Barcelona just a few months ago. And it was a lot, you know what I mean? At the same time, it was intense, but I was very happy to see him. And I was just happy that he could see me as well and get a lot of answers because he had a lot of questions. But also I just wanted him to know that, you know, I left at such an early age. For him, that was a question for me that he had for me. He's like, why did you leave? And I was just like, I had to survive. And
it got that bad. And this dynamic of y'all family is so crazy, because how is it that this boy has so many questions that he needed answers to? Y'all sweeping all this shit under the rug, and you, Michael Jr., not even trying to help in any capacity. All you've done is contributed to a lot of trauma, leaving your kids wondering and trying to look for answers to why they experienced the shit that they experienced and why their siblings, i.e. Ashley, for example, ended up getting the fuck out of Dodge. Crazy, right? Let's keep going.
And it's unfortunate that I couldn't take everyone with me, but I was the oldest, and so I just had to survive.
Oh.
What's also even more crazier, Nima is going to ask her some things about her mom in reference to the passing of Lauren, which is her biological daughter, and listen at how she reacted to that.
And what is your relationship now with your mom? Are you in a good relationship? Have you forgiven?
I have done an extensive amount of therapy to forgive her.
Mm-hmm.
We don't speak now. I reached out to her when my sister passed away, and I asked her if she was coming to the funeral, and she did not attend. And she also just wrote me a note, and she said that, you know, she's sorry for the things that had happened, but at the same time, I need to move on with my life, and she's trying to move on with hers. And you know.
So you mean to tell me this woman, their mother, is so I give no fucks about her own biological daughters that your biological daughter, OD'd, you also contributed to the demise of your daughter, and you couldn't even get your tacky ass up out of your motherfucking house on a plane and at least come and see her one last time? You wouldn't go to her funeral? What the fuck? Are these motherfuckers aliens? You don't got the decency to go to your daughter's funeral. You contributed to the struggles with your daughters as well. And to have the audacity to tell Ashley, I'm sorry for what you've went through, but I think it's time that you move on with your lives because I moved on with mine. Baby, what kind of low down, ignorant, dizzy ass shit is that? Like, this is some psychotic shit. This seems very psychotic. And I won't ever understand no shit like that. It wouldn't have cost you nothing to go to your biological's daughter funeral. But you know what I think it really is? I think it's the fact that the mother knows she fucked up and she's too ashamed to ever be able to face not only those daughters, but them other Braxtons as well. It's shame. And you should be ashamed. You should. Because if you knew that your ass was going to be an unfit parent, you knew you wasn't a responsible woman, and you should have not even brought them into this world. I don't think any children, teenagers would rather be here and not have their mom. I don't get that. And I'm going to let y'all hear some more of this, but the fact that you contributed to this, mother, and when you sent your daughters to live with their father and stepmother and you gave no fucks of what happened, they started getting abused by their father and their stepmother. So y'all, they daddy, Michael Jr., was allegedly verbally and physically abusing them, and the goddamn stepmother was as well. Are you kidding me? This gotta be another lifetime. We can't be living in real time. Are you fucking kidding me? What kind of shit is that? And Michael Jr. and that wife, the stepmom, y'all know it's horrible for them children to be kicked to the curb. So for y'all to take y'all own children in, Michael Jr., and you make their lives 10 times worse, it's fucking disgusting. It's nowhere around it. And my heart just goes out to them because who would have ever thought? I never even gave that I never saw that coming, that he was abusive. It's fucked up. This is fucked up.
I'm wondering why she reacted like this when you're so young, innocent, and could remove her name, your birth certificate. This was strange. Is there any reason, something you thought about?
I wondered if, you know, from seeing how my dad was abusive to my stepmom, I was wondering if that was the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
did y'all hear that? So the daddy and the stepmama was abusing them, but the daddy, Michael Jr., was already abusing the stepmama. So Michael Jr., you abused the stepmama allegedly, and the stepmama helped participate with you in abusing your daughters. It was a trickle down effect that you created, Michael Jr., and you should be fucking ashamed, bro. You contributed this pattern of abuse. You was abusing your wife allegedly. Then you and your wife allegedly started abusing your daughters. Lauren started abusing drugs. Ashley got the hell out of Dodge and didn't look back because what was behind her was far worse than what was ahead of her. And she knew that. And I'm glad she got the fuck. But that's fucked up that you played a major role in this, Michael Jr., and you don't even have a relationship with your daughter, the one you got left. Of course, I wouldn't expect her to have no relationship with the stepmama. Fuck her. But you as their father, why the fuck wouldn't you want to try to rekindle and have a relationship with the only daughter you have? At the end of the day, you got to answer to God for this. And I'm pretty sure you going to hell. I'm pretty sure you're going to burn in hell, Michael. That domino effect of trauma started with you. Fucking disgusting. You are.
Mm-hmm.
But then there was a point in my life after so much therapy that I realized that I'm chasing a question
Mhm.
that people have answers to, but
Yeah.
it's their choice to give me the answer. And if they don't want to give me the answer, then I have to be okay with that. And so I don't know why, but at the same time, she's forgiven. I think that whatever the reason was because she was unhappy. So I hope that in that choice that she found her happiness and
Mhm.
that she is okay and that she's good. I mean, I don't wish harm on anybody, but if that's the choice that you needed to make to be good, sure, it's upsetting, sure it hurts. But then at the same time, now that I'm older, I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. This shit just has me so gone. So Ashley always have wondered why her mom left them, but they never got answers. They never got an answer. So she was led to assume that the same reason the stepmama got ghost was probably the same reason they mama got ghost, because your ass was abusing them. You are allegedly a woman beater. So crazy that this woman ended up leaving the country just like her mama got the fuck away from you and them. I want to see if y'all realize the pattern within a lot of this that y'all are hearing is running. That's the pattern, running. Because everybody, listen to what I'm saying. Everybody, meaning that came from you, Michael Jr., everybody in your family, your immediate family, your daughters, both of your wives, everybody running from something. Ashley and her mama couldn't take it, so she ran the fuck away from that something, which was the abuse and turmoil and trauma you inflicted on her. Ashley ended up running and not looking the fuck back because of the same shit, abuse, trauma. I don't blame her for running. And to hear her say she told her half brother when he asked why she left, she said that she had to survive, so she was running just to be able to survive. Lauren ran to drugs, and she lost the battle in the end. But she ran the fuck away from you too, and she ran to drugs. This pattern is a running pattern. It seems like every woman that has had experience with you, Michael Jr., has ended up ultimately running for their fucking lives and sanity. Not running like physically running from him as if he was behind them, but running to get the fuck out of Dodge and never look back because they know that situation with you wasn't going to end at all. And if it did, it wasn't going to end well. So everybody, every woman that came into your life, Ashley mama, Lauren, Ashley, and the stepmama, ran the fuck away from your ass. That says a lot about you and your character and how fucked up you are. And to hear that Ashley has been through a lot of extensive counseling, therapy, you can hear it. You can hear it. Like I've been saying, I'm gonna say it again. You can hear it's a clear difference in somebody that's saying they're going to therapy, mental health, Tamar, somebody that's saying the shit, and somebody that's actually doing the work because you're able to witness the actions. You can tell her actions are showing she's definitely has some therapy. Tamar says she going to therapy and mental health, but in Tamar actions, it looked like if anything, Bozo the goddamn clown or Homie the clown was Tamar therapist. Y'all remember Homie the clown from In Living Color? That's who the fuck I think Tamar therapist and mental health a person was that looked out for her ass. It was Homie the Clown. But this woman, she actually has been doing the work. And you can tell she's dealt with so much and it's so fucked up. She's needed answers. But even though she's now gotten to a place where she understands, she may not ever get those answers. And it's absolutely okay. That takes a lot. That takes a lot from a daughter, a woman, a black woman. That's a lot. But her understanding that she may not ever know the answers to a lot of those questions, it just shows that she's grown. Because I feel like having to accept some shit like that is mentally like draining. Bitch, when I tell you this is a wild Uno card that I never seen coming at all, I'm telling y'all, I'm just in disbelief. My heart just goes out to her. Let's finish this.
She has
One of from my mom's side.
Yeah.
No, I don't know them at all, actually. And it was only when my
Really?
sister passed that they knew that we existed. So they
Are you
decided to
sure?
live. Yeah, they decided to live as if we didn't exist.
Oh my goodness. But have you met your mom after? Like physically talking to
No,
her?
no,
Never.
never. Well, no, after she left, no, I've never.
Yes, so y'all heard that right. The goddamn other siblings that didn't even know that her and her sister existed until they found out the news about Lauren dying. They didn't know that they even existed. Y'all just ended up going on with y'all life like, and not blaming the siblings because they had no clue. But the mama, you, the mother, you and your new kids went on to live y'all lives as if these two beautiful girls never even existed. You as the mother laid down on your back, gapped your legs wide the fuck open, let a nigga come in you 2 times instead of pulling out and shooting that shit on the wall. And this is what y'all created. Fucked up some beautiful girls mentally in the worst way. Disgusting. I can't say that enough. So we got one more clip y'all wanted y'all to listen to, and then we're gonna let this in because I gotta go to work in the morning.
Word, you can easily identify someone's places where she's working the office and just go to knock their office. Hey, ma'am, I'm here. I just want to see you, how you look like. You have never had this courage to do.
She's asking her, basically, have you ever had the courage to go and try to look and see if that's your mama? Just try to meet her. Just try to see if you can recognize and find her.
To do that?
I wouldn't even say it's the courage. I think it's just when you realize that someone doesn't want you or doesn't want a relationship with you, it feels weird. I think when I was younger, definitely. I was searching, looking. I remember my sister and I would message and be like, oh, I think this is her. And like screenshot a photo and send it to each other and be like, this is their Facebook, this is that. But currently, in the current moment, hey, mom, you know what I mean? I hope you're happy with who I am and who I've become. I'm not, I don't know. I don't feel it.
Having to come to terms with your mom just deserting y'all like that is, I can't imagine it. I can't imagine it. And I will go as far as to say that, like, I would think that as teenagers and young adults, that y'all will be on this manhunt looking for y'all mom, because who wouldn't want to know who their biological mother is? But I'm glad to see that, again, she stated she's come to understand with a lot of therapy and counseling that a lot of people know about these things that they have questions about, but she may never get the answers. And it's okay if she don't get the answers. She understands that. And she's basically saying, Mom, I hope you're happy with who I've grown to be, because I know you're looking on the sidelines far, far, far away, but I'm not chasing you. I would want to know who you are, but I'm a grown ass woman now. I ain't chasing you. That's what she's saying. It is what it is. I'm going to still live my life, continue to do therapy and counseling, because I know this road is just not going to be easy for the rest of my life. It's not. But I'm okay with understanding. Girl, go on about your business. I won't ever try again.
Yeah.
And what's the relationship with your stepmother now?
I don't have a relationship with her at all. And I don't really have one with my dad either.
You mean to tell me Michael Jr. And I want y'all to really listen to this. This is why I wanted to go live. Michael Jr., you mean to tell me you don't have a relationship with your daughter, but you brought your ass on this season of the Braxtons? You brought your ass in there and sat at the table when they had that dinner. Remember, y'all, they had that dinner with Trina, and everybody came and sat at that dinner, and Lil Kevin was expressing what he going through. The dinner was like to see how y'all can help him be able to navigate throughout this hard time. We seen you, Michael Jr. You there with open arms. You and that other light-skinned little boy, I guess that's one of the half brothers. She talking about trying to see what can y'all do to help him out. But you ain't trying to help your own damn daughter out. Your daughter, Who the fuck does that? You went to that dinner and sat with them trying to help little Kevin. And all along, you ain't got no goddamn relationship, and your relationship with your biological daughter is strained and damn near non-existent because she don't talk to you, you don't talk to her. So why the fuck was you sitting at that table? As old as you is, Michael Jr., priorities all fucked up. Why was you sitting at that table? You should have been sitting with her.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is so impressive. So I met some women who passed through this kind of situation, physical abuse during the childhood, and it's so hard for them to live in a relationship with someone because they don't trust that person and they don't trust themselves as well. What have you done? What are you doing for the healing? So what are you doing? Are you working on it? Are you going to the therapist, or what are you doing?
I go to therapy. I like to say that it's a forever process because in every different stage of your life, it's going to affect you differently. But I'm an avid therapy goer. I go to therapy currently with my partner right now. We're in couples therapy, and I don't like to use the word therapy as if there's something wrong with you. I like to use the word therapy because I want people to know that you actually deserve good things, because for so long, maybe you've been taught that you don't, or you've just found ways to survive. And survival mode is awesome because you get through it, right? But then at the same time, you don't need to survive anymore. Like I'm past that phase. I don't need to survive. Now I need to enjoy life and live. But if you don't have the tools to do that, then you're never going to do it. So I always like to say that therapy is just a way to free yourself so that you can live. You can be happy because you deserve.
Like I said, you can tell this young lady wants to be better. Y'all can have all that other bullshit. Y'all done traumatized her and took her through enough. That's what she's saying. Y'all can have all that. Whatever. At this point, I'm grown and focused on my happiness. Y'all can have all of that. And she said not only is she in therapy, but she and her partner is in therapy as well. Like, that shit that don't, especially in my community, the gays, child, they don't give a damn about shit like that part of couples therapy. They don't give a damn. But that is amazing to know. It's amazing to know that she knows in order for her probably to be in a relationship and for it to be healthy, she's dealing with so much and have so much that she hasn't been able to really unpack for so long that she can't do it by herself. She can't. I love that about her. I do. I'm bamboozled. Like I said, y'all, never saw this coming with Michael Jr. I never would have believed or thought if somebody else said that was true. Never. In conclusion, that family is all the way fucked up. And guess what else? She also stated, I didn't say that clip. She also stated that her and Tony are still close. It sounds like her and Tony are probably closer than she probably is with anybody else. She also stated that she got to be familiar with the music industry and all of that because that's something that she loves. She got to experience all of that with Tony because Tony had her with her, took her while she was on Broadway, while she was touring, and that's where she learned a lot from. She loves Tony, you can tell. So when y'all be saying stuff about Tony and saying she ain't innocent, the same way y'all be doing Beyonce, when y'all be saying all of that, please understand, God sit high and look low. Stop putting y'all mouth on people like that because y'all see that they have favor over their lives. Like Tony Ben said way in the earlier seasons, I'm done apologizing for being the chosen one. I'm not apologizing. Remember she said that? She damn right. But even with the way they always trying to drag Tony in this shit, behind the scenes, she always been there helping. Just look, she always been helping. And she didn't have to do that. She giving her praises for that. Can't say the same thing about the rest of their ass, though. That's fucked up. I hate to see all of this. But I want to ask y'all if y'all remember something before we close this out. Remember on that Iyanla special that they did? Y'all remember what Iyanla told that room when all of them was in that room sitting around the chairs, all of the sisters, Michael Sr., Miss Evelyn was sitting there too. Remember what Iyanla told them and connected to this? Y'all don't remember? Does anybody remember what Iyanla said to them in that room as she was watching and listening and paying attention to those interactions when they was all bumping heads like Tracy and Tamar, and when they was doing all of that? Iyanla said, "This fish stinks from the head down." And remember what Miss Evelyn said immediately in defense. "Well, I don't stink." Remember, Iyanla was spot motherfucking on, because guess what? The trauma, all of this that the Braxtons, the daughters, the son, Michael Jr., that we now know heard from his own daughter allegedly being abusive, all of this is deeply rooted somewhere. And you know what that is? That relationship with Michael Sr. and Miss Evelyn. That caused a trickle-down effect to y'all entire family. Michael Sr., you the fish. Evelyn, you the fish. Iyanla said it. This fish stinks from the head down. It stinks. This whole chaotic dysfunction, crazy dynamic of a family is deeply rooted, and it comes from y'all. Everything that they experienced, witnessed as children, and I'm talking about the Braxton sisters and the brother Michael Jr., everything that they endured and experienced in that household growing up, they took all of that trauma, abuse, chaotic chaos, they took all of that shit and ran outside and left y'all and took it into their families, their children. They learned and experienced all of this shit from somewhere. They got it from somewhere. Miss Evelyn, you the fish. Michael Sr., you the fish. And it stank from the head down. Y'all are where this shit comes from. Y'all got a lot of secrets and shit that y'all done put all of them through. And they done took that shit right on out. Because guess what? Tamar, very dramatic, very just wild in the head, gone, can never take accountability, blames everyone else but herself. Drama, she's just a lot. Trina, crazy about Gabe. They was married 14 years. He wore her motherfucking ass out. She divorced him and got remarried to that same motherfucker. May he rest in peace. Remarried that man. Went back to somebody that dogged her the fuck out and actually remarried him. Tracy was with Sarat, Kevin Sr. Look at the shit. They was together 25 years, but look at the shit that she was going through with him secretly. Shit she was expressing on that, and she stayed right there with his ass. Tawanda was in a goddamn relationship with Andre. Andre was not even a man or a father. He was right along with her, living off of her, giving you the news and waiting on you to tell him what y'all gonna do. Cause he ain't got nothing. Tony, love her down. Love Tony down. Love Tony living legend Braxton. She got man problems though. She can't really keep a man. She can't. And she's in her 50s. She doesn't have luck with choosing the right man. She just don't. And she's concerned about that, growing old and not ever finding happiness. Michael Jr., whatever he's seen, witnessed, with that daddy, it rubbed off on him because that abuse don't just come out of nowhere. That's learned behavior. Where he learned that from? Hitting on a woman, not just one woman. Don't put your hand on the woman, period. But not just one woman, but you hit on and abused, allegedly, the women that's supposed to matter most to you. Your wives, your daughters. Where the hell you get that shit from? The fish stinks from the head down. Y'all should be ashamed. This is really fucked up. I hate to see shit like this. I'm so glad that this lady getting therapy and getting what she needs. Trina, if this is you, baby, while you online fixing them old fake ass, short ass dreadlock shit that look like some goddamn silly string and sour candies rolled up in your goddamn head, you should have been trying to get with her to do some therapy while you bullshitting us, making it seem like you just need to get grief counseling from that woman. No, baby, you need way more than that. And guess what else, y'all? Pay attention. None of them can keep or choose a good man. None of them. Tony, Tamar, Tracy, Tawanda. None of them can get a good man and choose a good man. And obviously, Miss E couldn't either. This is just generational curses that was passed down, and it just took legs and walked, ran rampant throughout y'all whole family. Now here it is, decades and decades later, and look at all of this shit that's coming out. This is pretty crazy. But what I have also learned, that I gotta quit thinking I can read a person and see them for who they really are just so easily. Cause he fooled the fuck out of me. I'm able to say that he got me. You could not have paid me $1 million to believe that man was beating on none of them. Not like verbally abused. You couldn't have paid me to believe that shit. This is fucked up. To know that he was doing this type of shit. I'll never understand anything like this. I won't. But it all makes a whole lot of sense, y'all. All of this shit, it makes a whole lot of sense. It does. I really hope that whoever her partner is, that Ashley can release all of this and just go live a happy, prosperous life and be able to fully accept the things that she can't control or change because it doesn't define her. And she's also a testimony that your struggle and your pain can also be used to catapult you into an extremely blessed, prosperous being that looks nothing like what she's been through, because she looks nothing like she's endured any of what she's talking about. She looks nothing like that at all. Michael Jr., you a fucked up piece of shit. You fucked up. I hate all of this. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this crazy ass shit. I love y'all so much. I really do. I appreciate y'all for the support. We just got to pray for them. We have to pray for them and pray that when this girl does go back to the States, that she can rekindle and get some answers to the questions that she may still want answers for and be able to move forward. But like I said earlier, the other video, child, you probably do better just staying where you at and never visiting them again, because they are still fucked up in the head, baby. They ain't nowhere near advanced and growing like you. They are nowhere near in that place. So if I'm being honest, going to be around them would be a setback for you. It would. Just saying. Like I said, let me know how y'all feel about all this, because this is heavy. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Also, make sure you keep your notifications turned on so you can be notified whenever I drop another banger like this. I love y'all. Peace.